Well, good morning, you guys. Like they said, my name is Michelle Roberts. I am affectionately known as Chef Shell by my friends and customers. I've been in business officially since 2020. I'll be celebrating 5 years this year. I am a IT consultant by trade. So I've been doing IT work for over 28, 29 years at this point. I, like I said, I launched my business during the pandemic because the essential workers, I had a friend who was working at a particular facility, and I would, prepare, just being nice, food for him. And his coworkers were like, well, if she prepares for me, we'll pay her. So then I said, well, okay, So I went and I started, got everything legalized, as we're in a sue happy economy. So I wanted to make sure I had my insurance, just everything I needed, serve, all those type of things. So I did that, and it just boomed. And so it's just been a blessing, not only during that time to serve people that were essential workers, but just to see how people really, how you can turn just a small idea into a business. Because I've been cooking passionately for over 30 plus years, you guys. So what I want to ask you guys, though, because I just didn't want to talk about myself, how many people in here are empty nesters, just about to retire, over 50? Okay, all right, awesome.
I like the way that you put all of those.
Well, you might not know it by looking at me, but I'm over 52. Matter of fact, I'll be 59 in a couple of months, April 25th. And yes, I accept all presents, cash app, honey, all those things. I celebrate all month long, trust and believe. So, I wanted to ask you guys, how many of you ever wanted to go back to school, start a new business, write a book? You just say to yourself, it's just too late. That's what I was thinking when I was getting ready to start this business. Like, I don't know. I'm over 50. I don't know if I really want to launch into something else. But then as I began to look at, I'm getting ready to retire soon. What do I want to do next? Because I'm still young. I still got a little something in me. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to just sit down and die. So I took the leap, you guys, to start my business. One of the things, I kind of want to go back a little bit, give y'all a little background. I remember taking my first leap after 40. I found myself as a divorced single mother of 3 little kids. And I remember talking to my son. He said, oh, Mom, I'm not going to go to college because, you're doing all right. I ain't got to do that. And I was just like, oh, the nerve. You're going to go to school. So I went back to finish college. I remember telling my mom, after getting married and stuff, oh, I'm going to go back. And I never felt the motivation until my son said that. And I wanted it to not to be a requirement for him, but I wanted it to be an option. I didn't want him to just throw it off the table because, he's a young black man in America, and I wanted him to have all the opportunities that he could possibly have. So I went back to school, you guys. I realized after being around adults, because if you're a single parent and you're raising kids, you kind of, in that I was in that mommy mode. I'm just talking about myself. So being around adult learners, it just sparked something in me. So you guys, I went back, I got my bachelor's degree. I went back, got my master's degree. I started my doctorate. That is why they call me Dr. Shell. Okay, so if you ever wanted to know, that's why. So later on, you guys, I decided, oh my goodness, I think I want to write some books, just talk about my journey. So I am a published author, you guys. I brought a little sample of one of my books, Affirmations for Success. It's one of my bestsellers on Amazon. And so I decided, it's just nothing that I couldn't do. I just started feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, life just not over. So also, you guys, I went on, like I told you, I opened Dr. Shell's Soul Food Kitchen and Catering. And 5 years later, here we are. We're building, we're thriving, we're growing. I knew that I wanted to have more. I wanted to influence my children, and I wanted to influence my children's children as well. I wanted to leave an inheritance. So what I want to leave with you guys is don't let doubt, uncertainty, shyness creep in. Don't let social media anxiety, just have a young person. Like I have my daughter, I remembered, I thought I was doing it, you guys, just posting on Facebook. And she's like, hey, she's like, Mom, you need to be doing hashtags. I was like, honey, you have the job. You have the job. And seriously, you guys, she went And I began to learn as well. You know, at first I was very resistant, though. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was just like, I don't want to do no Instagram. I don't want to do no TikTok. I don't want to do nothing but Facebook. I like Facebook. I had kind of got used to it. But she introduced me to SEO, and she took my following on Instagram from 3,000 to I have now about 29,000 consistent followers. So, you know, also don't forget about using AI, you guys, artificial intelligence. It is one of the good things. I mean, it's great for ideas, how to do something, how to start. My mother recently asked me about something she was looking for. I just went right into AI, and I got her so many ideas, honey. She's 77. I'm just going to keep her busy for a little bit of time. Yeah, you know? So learn from others who's gone on the journey before you. Work smart, not hard. Use your organization members as a source of knowledge, and they very well may be your customers as well. And remember, age is just a number. It does not define your journey, and it does not define your life. Thank you guys for having me.